Hello and welcome to the Sincerely Spain YouTube channel. Sincerely Spain is a blog where we talk all things Spain, such as moving abroad, living abroad, studying abroad, and traveling abroad in Spain. And one of our favorite topics is food. And today we are talking about a classic breakfast food in Spain, tostada de tomate, or a tomato toast. Now, this is a pretty simple dish to make, but it's still one of the things that is worth doing right if you're looking to have a proper Spanish breakfast. Or it might be the thing that you are missing if you find that you have been in Spain for a while and you go home and you can't find it anywhere near you. So today I want to talk about how you can do this for yourself, and it's pretty easy. It just takes a couple simple steps. So to start, you can see here I have a tomato. I have a couple of tomatoes. I wasn't sure how many I was going to need. They're washed, and I just grate them straight onto a cheese grater. And now you can use other tools such as a mandolin or a food processor. I think a cheese grater is probably one of the most difficult tools you can use, but it's really basic and almost everyone has it in their house. I use the side with the holes that you'd usually use to grate like cheddar cheese or something, and just grate until all the insides of the tomato have been turned into like a pulp. I don't use the skin, I leave that on the side. And once I have my tomato grated, in this case, I like to add a little bit of olive oil and salt to the tomato mixture. And you don't have to do this, you can always add your olive oil and salt afterwards, but I do like to add it into the mixture right when I have it, and that's just because I like the flavor that it develops together. And then the next step is just to take your bread and cut it in half. Here I got from the grocery store, I just took whatever, like a roll, size that I would want to eat for breakfast, and I cut it in half. And then I realized as I cut it in half that this one has carrots in it, which probably wouldn't be traditional that you would find in Spain, but it will do. Normally in Spain you would have like a traditional French bread or a white bread that's kind of fluffy and airy, but you can also make a tostada de tomate with whole wheat bread or other types of bread that fit your preference. You're going to want to toast the bread, just so it's toasted enough that's a little bit crunchy on the outside. I just did this in a regular toaster. You can also do it in the oven. And then you add the tomato and the olive oil. So here you can see that I take a fork and I stab the toast a little bit with the fork, and that's to make sure that there's enough holes that the olive oil can get in. I pour extra olive oil because you can never have enough olive oil, right? And then I spoon the tomato on top. And when I make a tostada de tomate at home, or I do it in my own house, I'll just use all of the tomato. Make sure I have enough bread and an even balance between tomato and bread. And then finally you can add whatever sort of toppings that you like. Here I added some avocado. You can also add cheese. If you add cheese, I recommend just like putting it under the broiler for a minute so the cheese melts, and enjoy. There's no wrong way to do it as long as you enjoy it and you have fun with it. So I hope you do. And let us know in the comments what your favorite kind of tostada is and where you like to get them when you're in Spain or elsewhere. I hope you have a great day, and hasta luego.